What we have here is a little screen grab of our motion diagram. The ball is moving from right to left across this table, and we're going to pretend that it essentially was going in just one direction, one dimension. It was moving directly to the left. And so in order to turn our motion diagram into a graph, what we have to do is, first of all, identify that our initial point, when we first started caring about this ball, we're going to call that time 0 in this case. And we're going to say, okay, that was at 0 seconds. And its position, its initial position, we're just going to go ahead and call that 0 as well. That allows us to plot our first point. Remember, we're doing a position versus time graph. At time 0, its position was 0. So you plot a little point there. Now, sometime later, and it might have been 0.1 seconds, it might have been 0.2 seconds, it doesn't really matter. At some time later, our object is at a different position. In fact, it's to the left of where it started. So it's actually got a negative position here, and we'll call it, and we'll say at time 1, its position is now, let's say, -1. And at time 2, its position is -2, so forth and so on. Notice how I am generating now a position versus time graph from my data. And sure enough, if you look carefully, my graph appears to be a diagonal line. In fact, this is a diagonal line with a negative slope because it's going down. When you go from left to right, the line goes downward. So that is a negatively sloped diagonal line.